What's good? We back with the boxing link. Good morning. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, continuing the boxing grind. Erickson Lubin is making a return April 28th on the Josito Lopez Miguel Cruz FS1 card. Crazy thing about it is he won't be on the televised portion. He's returning versus this Oscar Cortez guy. I looked at his box record. He got a good record numbers wise, but talking about his list of opponents, he fought a guy that didn't have a guy who didn't win one fight out of like 8, 9, 10 fights back to back. You know, so it's a padded record. This is a fight to get Lubin's feet back wet, and I'm glad he's taking the proper precautions to take an easy fight coming off that vicious knockout, first round knockout by my boy Jamil Charlo. Lubin is still my guy. Still think I got a lot of promise for him. People in boxing is always acting like a loss is catastrophic. You know, the story about how he bounced back is gonna be his true story about boxing. I expect him to walk over this Oscar Cortez guy with no issue, but he's supposed to. If he still have his faculties, he took time off. Excuse me, he took time off. And you know, like they were saying, you know, he's probably the best fighter on the card. He just won't be on the televised portion. But it's just time to start building himself back up and getting back to that level. I think 3 fights this year and probably a fight or 2 next year, and then get back to that top 15 or the top 10 type level opponents, and then just take the proper precautions. Don't try to skip over the levels. You know, a lot of fighters, you know, these young fighters today, they don't go to the Olympics. They want to be on the fast track. They see Lomachenko doing the fast things. You see Sergey Shevchenko on the fast track, and they think they can do the fast track type of thing. It's a reason why Gary Russell had 20 fights. You know, he still lost to Lomachenko. It's a reason why Tank got 20 fights before he got a championship fight around there. It's a reason why. You know, that's the way boxing is. You got to go through your tough fights. You got to fight your tough journeyman, your tough contenders, your other tough prospects. And then when you get to that championship level, then it's time to perform, in my opinion. You know, don't just try to skip over the tough fights. Because before, you know, Charlo, Lubin didn't really beat nobody. Jorge Cota, that wasn't a good fight. He should have been fighting a guy, you know, a guy like, you know, I can't think of anybody at 154 that's like that because it's so empty. But he should have fought a nice opponent, you know, an Austin Trout type of fight for him before he got to that level. You know, somebody like that. You know, Diego Chavez at 154. You know, something like that. Tough fight. And then, you'll gauge yourself from that. But like I said, he returned on April 28th, FSN 1 on a Josito Lopez and Miguel Cruz undercard. It won't be televised, but hopefully somebody in the building go live and we can see and hear how he did. And, I'm still a big fan of Lubin, man. Just because I picked Jamil Charlo about decapitation, like I told you guys I would, it would happen. Don't mean I'm hopping off the Lubin bandwagon. I just think it was too early. I think he got the right team around him, the right mind around him to rebuild his career. But he's coming back April 28th on the untelevised card of Miguel Cruz and Josito Lopez. TBC and more. We go.